I'm Kevin J. Stone, and this is One on One with LP.
What's going on, everybody? We are here with Kevin Stone.
Kevin J. Stone.
I'm sorry, Kevin J. Stone. He already corrected me.
Listen,
Kevin
you're only
J.
official if you got an initial now.
Kevin J. Period.
Yeah.
Stone. All right, Kev. For anybody who don't know, anybody viewing right now, introduce yourself and tell us what it is you do.
Like you said, my name is Kevin J. Stone. I'm an actor. I've been acting for about 11 years now. I've done TV shows, films, a lot of web series, a lot of short films. So acting is my main thing.
Okay, so you said you've been acting for 11 years?
Yes, sir.
How did you get into it?
I started out in church. I did a church play called Tomorrow back in 2009, and I was going to a mega church at the time, and I was part of a drama ministry, and they had this casting call for a play, and I auditioned and got one of the lead roles in it, and we performed in front of like 1,100 people, and that was my first time ever acting at all. So I was nervous, I was scared, but we did a good thing, and then from there I just went on to find other castings, because after that I was just like, I want to act some more. So I went on Craigslist at the time, and I found castings for other plays, and I got hooked up with other people, and through that I started doing web series and films, and then moved on to get headshots, and started auditioning for bigger projects. Eventually got on to shows like TV One's Fatal Attraction. I did 2 episodes of that, as well as TV One's ATL Homicide. I did an episode of that. And then I started doing web series, part of a popular web series called Lover's Lane that was running for...
we're gonna get the Lover's Lane.
Okay, all right, well, let me stop that then.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So what initially made you want to do it? I mean, were you like motivated by anybody, or you just said, I'll just give it a run?
Well, when I was younger, I was a very shy kid, but I always watched TV, and I would mimic what I saw on TV. I mean, I would try to put my own little spin on it, so I wasn't doing exactly what the actors were doing, but I would always like copy their lines and see if I could draw up that same emotion. And I knew that was something I wanted to do, but I was too scared to try it. Mm-hmm. And so back in 2009, when I actually auditioned for the play, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and step out and do it. And I was like, God, I can't do this, but with you, I can. So if you walk me in there to the audition, then I'll do it. And so I walked in there, did it, and the rest is history. Okay,
so since you've been doing it, what is the hardest part, or what are some of the roadblocks that have come across as you've been as you have been coming up in acting?
Mainly it's the auditioning. It's like trying to book that role, because when you are an actor, you're going to hear a bunch of no's before you hear yeses. And so I've auditioned for a lot of things. I've auditioned for roles for films that I've seen friends get, friends that I'm actually cool with and I've done projects with, and they booked roles that I had submitted for, and that kind of hurt a little bit, because it was like, okay, you know, what am I doing wrong? Mm-hmm. After you see it happen so many times. But you just have to keep pushing. They say you have to have thick skin, because if you don't, you'll easily just give up.
Now, have you ever seen somebody get a role, somebody you knew, and you know you better than them? You're just like, man, who do they know? Who they sleeping with? Keep it real. Have you ever?
I don't think that there's somebody who has gotten a role that I feel like was better than, that I was better than. Because be honest, I'm fans of people that have actually booked roles over top of me. I don't think there's been one person that has booked a role and I know that I did better.
Okay. Now, being a black man, do you find it harder to get roles, or do you notice racism at your level of acting, which is, I guess any level of acting? Mm-hmm. So far, have you ran up on that?
I haven't experienced racism or anything like that. I know that there are a lot of typical roles that are stereotypical for black men, like the drug dealer, the gangster, the thug.
We always get those.
Yeah, we always get those. And it's rare that you get a role that is for like a dad or a positive a black male figure. It's always like the stereotypical role.
Now, do you have a problem going for those roles, or do you get? Will you be like, I'll play it for right now, but I get to a point later?
I'll play 'em- I'll play one for right now, but I'm not gonna keep playing that same role over and over. Like, okay, don't typecast me for this character because if you do it so many times, that's all they're gonna see you as. So I like to try different things out.
Yeah, a lot of people say Denzel. What Jada say? He had to be crooked before he took it. Did now? Do you think that was true? I personally felt like Denzel did a lot of similar roles, and I thought that in Training Day it was out of his box, and I thought that's why he won. But I don't know.
I mean, he was working with Spike Lee like a lot back in the '90s, so a lot of Spike Lee's films center around like black people, and it can kind of be grouped together. So I think that he did a lot of the same roles. I mean, he did Malcolm X. That was Spike Lee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was different. He did Glory, which I have not seen, but I know that was like a
whoa.
I have not seen.
You've not seen Glory?
Listen, there's a lot of black films I hadn't seen that can take my black card. Color Purple is another one.
Whoa!
Okay, I'll take that back. I've seen Color Purple, but I've seen parts of it. I've never seen the whole thing in one sitting.
You never sat down and watched the whole.
No,
Let's go on movie.
Yeah.
No, how did they not? Well, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, because we used to watch Glory in school. I don't know if they wanted us to watch Glory in school to show us this is what's gonna happen if y'all think y'all can do too much or what.
No, I've never seen Glory. I know he got an Oscar for it, right? I feel like he got an Oscar for it.
I want to say I think he was nominated. He didn't win until Training Day.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure somebody may comment later on and be like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But if I'm not mistaken, Training Day was the first time he took it home, but he was nominated.
Okay.
Which he should have got it. He should have got it probably in a couple other different roles. But don't get me started on that. Okay. Who is a person you would like to see yourself working with?
Oh man, listen, Angela Bassett, all day. If I could stop acting if I get a role with Angela Bassett.
Oh, okay.
Like,
you want Stella got a groove back role, or you just take any kind of role?
I mean, actually, I want to play well, I've always said that I want to play Denzel Washington's son in the film. But I mean, they could be my parents. If both of them, both of them play my parents, that's it. I'm good.
Okay. Is that the top person right now, or?
Yeah, they're the top people. That's not the dream role, but they're the top people that I want to work with.
Okay. Yeah, she's definitely been in the game for a long time.
She has, and she is a beast.
Like 50, probably.
She's 60-something.
And she can still
looks good.
She still can. I'll go out and I think she's still courting to be fans. I'm like,
yeah, she is.
Yeah, I slap him around a little bit. Chance to get with Angela. Well, I know you say you work with a lot of people around here.
Mm-hmm.
Who is an artist that's around here? Well, not artist, an actor around here that you like. You maybe even if you work with them, they motivate you. Who's just somebody that you stand out that
Well, I tell this guy this all the time. Joshua T. Shipman. Mm-hmm. He's done a lot of things. He always has something to motivate me every time I see him. We've worked together. We actually have a film coming out together next month. But he's always like grind. He's always out. He got a new project coming up every time I see something from him on social media. He's always working. He's always studying. Like he's always like going for it. So that motivates me to keep going.
Okay. Now, I often see this with black people where if you're doing something similar, it's like you kind of against each other or whatever, or they won't ask each other for this or that. But like, let's say for him, you cool with him. Do you ever ask him for any tips or vice versa? You guys network?
I mean, we've actually suggested each other for roles and actually book projects through references from each other. So yeah.
Okay. And that's good. At least people know that you don't just because you got similar grinds don't mean you have to be against each other.
Yeah.
You cheer for me, I cheer for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when I started out, I felt like I had to fight to try to make a name for myself. But now I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's nobody's competition. Like everybody should be their own competition.
People know who I am. That's what you can go ahead and say it.
I mean, not enough people know who I am yet. So I wouldn't say that yet. I mean, you didn't even know my initial when I started out.
Well, I probably seen it on Facebook probably 1,000 times. But I just always know Kevin Stone. I knew the first and the last.
And you did.
Yeah, there's actors I don't even know their names. It's funny because me and my daughter talked about this. Do you want to be one of those actors where the movie is on your back, or you want to be one of those actors where you're in a lot of stuff and you're always working, but people just don't know your name. Like, you know those certain actors that you see in the
But they be on it.
and you just don't know their name, but they're always working.
But they're always,
the movie is never on their back.
So, okay, let me ask a question before I answer. So if the movie's on my back, is that just like for that one film, or am I still always working as well?
Well, this is okay. I'll give you an example. Let's say like Will Smith. You don't put Will Smith in a role and it's not on his back in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And then the guy that comes to mind is, I can't think of his name. He used to be in The Wire. It's the guy who even sings The Wire intro, and I can't think of his name. I'm just gonna kill
you're gonna kill me. That's another show I have not.
You never watched The Wire. I can't even reference. Okay, you remember? You seen Ray?
I seen Ray. Yeah.
All right, you remember when the guy was trying to cheat Ray out of the money and Ray dove on there and tried to fight him?
Okay.
That guy, he's been in movies and TV shows forever, and if I had to tell you his name, I could not do it. So where would you want to fall on?
I mean, I want the movie to be on my back. I feel like at this point in my career, I could carry the film as like a lead because I've done it before with projects. So I feel like I could do that.
Now, do you write any, or you just straight acting?
I've actually gotten more into writing now. I actually have a short film that I wrote that I'm waiting to film. Probably gonna film it next year because of the pandemic and everything. But I've actually written a couple of projects.
Okay. Speaking of the pandemic and all this craziness, how has that affected you and your grind?
Man, it definitely slowed it down. It definitely slowed it down. I've had to turn down things, and I hate to turn down things that I want to work on, but I've had to turn down quite a few roles for different things. I have still like been filming some things, but it's only like it's like for every project I turn down, I'll take another one, but I'll turn down like maybe 2 projects to take that one, depending on if it's paying, where it's located. Because I did a film in Georgia, and this was like back in we're in October now. This is probably like July. Yeah, July. And so it was still kind of, it's still kind of crazy now, but I mean, it was crazier then. Yeah.
Everybody was scared to do anything.
I was like, I'm gonna come down here. But how are we doing this? How are we gonna be social distancing? Where am I gonna be staying at? And so we worked things out. We social distance. We made sure that everybody had their temperatures checked and everything. And we worked it out. And it was a small set. Nobody that didn't need to be there wasn't there. It was only cast. The cast was less than 10 people, cast and crew total. So we kept everything small and worked everything out. So it's all about how people are handling the situation that we're in now. If they're actually doing the safety practices that they need to do.
If you're comfortable with it.
If I'm comfortable with it, I'll take it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Because anything can happen. I know The Rock got COVID.
Yeah, he did.
Filming The Rock, Patterson, the guy that's new Batman, he had got it.
Oh yeah, Robin Patterson.
Yeah, they should be about to head back maybe like another week or so. It don't take much.
And it's like when you're working on indie projects, they don't have the budget for like the COVID testing and all that like the major projects do. So it's hard. Like you can't just be like, okay, well, we're gonna test you when you get here.
Yeah.
So
a lot of it's probably be out.
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier you was on Lover's Lane.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I heard about Lover's Lane, I think somebody I knew was up there and I was just scrolling through it. And the first thing that came to mind is, man, this almost like soft porn. They're getting it in on this daggone show. So I guess I'll start with, when you do shows like that, when you have sex scenes and stuff like that, do you find that, or have you been in any sex scenes?
Yeah, I've been in.
Okay, so when you're in a scene like that, do you find it, is it harder to do it, or it's acting and it ain't no problem?
The first time I did it, it was I won't say uncomfortable, but it was different for me because I had never done a sex scene before. But it's not like what people think it is. Like, you're not really having sex.
Yeah, it just look that way.
Yeah, it look that way. Now the women sometimes they will be topless. Like there was a scene in the last season of Lover's Lane where the girl and I that had a love scene together. She was topless and I actually had to grab her breast just so she can have her breast exposed on camera. But if we're nude, it's going to be in a closed set. It's going to be the actors that are in the scene and the cameraman.
Not everybody watching.
Yeah, not everybody's watching. Now some films and shows like that, they have like the whole crew there, but this is indie, so it's not going to be a whole crew there like that. It's just the guy filming it and us in the scene.
Yeah, it's definitely a great show, but I was just still.
Thank you. Oh yeah, and then we're covered up, like we're not going to be fully exposed, so we're not going to be really having sex. And a lot of people think that, you know, we're having sex for real. Like Carlton, the creator of the show, he gets that question all the time. Are they really having sex? Are you making soft porn? And he's like, no. And he gets upset. He gets offended by that because he gets that question asked all the time. And I'm just like, I mean, it's no problem with me, but no, we're not really having sex.
Well, I guess if people believe it, then you're making it.
Yeah,
That's still a good thing.
You got to sell the point. I mean, sex sells.
Yeah, you ever seen what was the movie with Halle Berry and Billy Bob Thornton?
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody said they was doing.
Oh no, they said they really had sex.
Yeah,
yeah, they said they really had sex.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I never saw that.
Yeah.
But when I watched it, I was like, I don't care what nobody say. I've seen a lot of acting.
No, that was real.
Oh, wow.
That was real.
Now I got to go back and rewatch it again just because you said it. Now I know I was right. but y'all don't do that. But just for anybody watching, they don't do that on They're not doing that.
No, because I mean, you got some people that are in relationships, and that right there can cause a problem in their relationship. He ain't trying to cause all that problem.
Yeah, and then what too is acting.
Yeah.
I asked this question as well. I guess as an actor, do you feel like there's things you won't do, or I guess you don't want? Do you care what other people think? I asked that because in the show, the popular show now, P-Valley, I see the page, so I know you watch it.
Yeah.
And the guy up there, I know he's straight, married, and stuff, but he, you know, he plays that role, and it seems like in the white community, people do that all the time. There's no problem, but in the black community, when you do scenes and stuff like that, they gonna say you really gay in real life or yada yada. So, will that deter you from picking up something, or you confident with yourself that you won't care?
I actually answered this question before for somebody else's project, and I said that same thing you were saying. There's white people that's done that and they've gotten away with it, like Tom Hanks in Philadelphia. Sean Penn played a gay mayor, I think, in the film.
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain, yeah. And nobody even says anything because Heath Ledger got an Oscar for Batman. I mean, for Dark Knight, and nobody says anything about Brokeback Mountain. But for me personally, I'm not gonna take a role that's like a gay role. I don't want to be portrayed in that way on camera. So, I mean, because I feel like with black people, it's gonna stick with you. Especially like black men. Like black women, they can get away with it, but black men, it's like once you take a role like that, they believe. Like with the guy from P-Valley, to this day they still are saying this man is like undercover or whatever. And
yeah, and I think the crazy thing about that to me is I don't know if you ever seen the old HBO show Oz, and I was
I seen
Oz, and Oz did all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and a lot of those actors, black and white, you see them in Law and Order.
Yeah,
you see them all over the place, and nobody brings it up. But at the same time, it seems like now with Facebook and social media, whatever, people seem to have a tendency to. I don't know. I think it's just black people in general.
Yeah,
I hate to
it is. I mean, it really is. Like we're a judgmental group of people. So I mean.
Me and my wife talked about that, and she just like, would you do that? And I was like, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would. And I ain't necessarily care what nobody think, because they paying me, and as long as I know. But
I mean, but all money ain't good money. I mean,
yeah, because you can't get typecast as well.
Yeah, you can. Because what's the guy? Now, like we were talking about The Wire earlier. I haven't watched The Wire, but the guy was his name? That has a scar on his face.
Omar.
He plays Omar. And if you're watching Lovecraft Country, he's playing a gay character on there.
Oh wow! Well, actually, if you seen him in The Wire, he was having sex with young boys.
And I heard that too.
Yeah,
I heard that too, and I think he played another gay character in another show or film. So it's like he's kind of getting like typecast as well. So it's like they're like, okay, we know you've done this before. Here, take this role.
Yeah, but I don't think nobody gonna say nothing to him because he look like in real life.
Oh yeah, he look like he'll mess somebody up.
Yeah. He like, what you say, man? I ain't saying no. He's still Omar to most people. If I see him walking down the street, it's Omar. I'm not even gonna ask for the autograph. All right. So with I guess when you been an actor and it comes with whether you're doing sex scenes or you're just out there, people see you. You start to get that title of a sex symbol. Now, do you think Kevin J. Stone, do you think you have had that title yet?
Hell no. I ain't even got the body for it. I still got this gut right here.
What does that mean?
I mean, the sex symbol gotta have the first of all, I'm too short. I'm 5'6" and a half, 5'7" on a good day. I don't have the six pack yet, but it's coming. I got some of the arms, there, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm a sex symbol in training right now. Okay. So, yeah, right now, nah. I mean, I got the bald head. I know some women like the bald head, so maybe that's going for me. I got the nice smile.
Yeah, so you're getting there.
I'm getting there. You know, I'm just give me a couple years.
Now, are you gonna be ready for that when it comes? Because you know that comes. You can go out on one date with somebody, then they could be like, Kevin tried to test me, and then that's you're in trouble. Like, are you prepared for the things that come with that kind of stuff?
I mean, it is hard now, you know, because people do try to get like a lawsuit or anything just to get some money. I mean, I think I'm prepared for it. I think I'm prepared for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be respectful. I'll say that.
Okay. Yeah. So you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what's some of the projects you have upcoming?
Upcoming projects. Well, I'm working on it's a DC fan series called Spectre, where I play the lead character Spectre with Easy Day Entertainment. We're working on that, so that's going to be coming out next year. And then I also have a film coming out next month called Reindeer Games with Victory Productions. It's going to be on, I don't even know if I can say where it's going to be on yet, but it's coming out next month. But it's going to be on some streaming platforms, and then it's going to be released on DVD later as well. So look out for that. And then I have a podcast. Yeah, I got a podcast that I do every week called Ayo, Listen to This Fam. It's on all platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor. And on there, we're uncensored. We talk about film, TV, and current events. And it's definitely uncensored, unfiltered. So, yeah.
Okay, I haven't gotten an invite to be on there. Y'all don't have guests up there?
Yeah, we don't. Look, we still.
Get an invite.
We still in a pandemic right now, but once we open back up, yeah, you definitely can get it. We haven't had anybody.
Okay. Now on the thing, the reindeer games, is that a remake of the Benevolent movie? Or
No. No, it's just this one is a different genre. It's a romantic comedy. So it's a Christmas film. Basically, it's a guy named Rainn Wilkins. He is a DJ, a radio DJ, and he proposed to his girl on her birthday, which is in December, and she turns him down. And so his friends try to set him up on dates with different women because he's like depressed, and you just go through seeing him go on different dates and trying to find love again.
Oh, okay, a little romantic.
Yeah.
So, is there any genre you haven't hit yet? Drama, comedy, action. What's
I mean, I've hit like I like more of action. I want to do more like of like that real intense action when like you're doing like stunts and stuff. So I hadn't really hit that yet. My dream role is to play like an X-Men character because I love the X-Men. Okay. So I want to do something like that.
Okay, trying to be Luke Cage.
Yeah, I can do that.
Say that they might be bringing it back. I don't know what they're gonna do yet.
Well, we had to see what's going on with this streaming platform. What's the platform they have?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, but they need some. They don't got nothing but no main show except for the Mandalorian.
Well, they got coming out? What's the Vision show? WandaVision.
Yeah, but they need to hurry up because DC got a whole lot of stuff that's about to be coming on HBO.
HBO
Max.
I'm a nerd,
so I keep up with all that stuff. DC got some stuff coming, so Marvel gotta get right. Where can people find you? Let's see your handles.
Yeah, so Instagram is at Kevin J Stone. Twitter is at Kevin J Stone 1 because somebody stole my name. Not really, they just had it before I got it. Facebook is Kevin J Stone, and yeah, that's it. All right. Oh, KevinJStone.com.
All right. Well, last words to our viewers. Anything you want them to know? Anything you want to say? This is up on you.
Support black businesses. Support black people. Make sure you vote. I don't know when this is gonna come out, but make sure you vote. Get this Cheeto out the office.
It'll be before.
It'll be before, yeah. So definitely get that Cheeto. I like to call him Bitch in Chief. Get the Bitch in Chief out of office.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right.